Hare Krishna. So far what we discussed? Any idea? What all topic we covered? बहुत दिन हो गया. So first we covered searching for happiness. So we try so many ways to find happiness. You heard that? You might have not heard, I think. But I said the link. So what are all way we try to find happiness, but finally we don't get happiness. So we will get answer for today's session. Why we are not getting happiness? We saw two things, right? We find happiness in wrong way, in wrong place. These are the two things. But now we will say what is the right way to find happiness. Then we saw, does God exist? That you were there. Then who is God? That also we saw. So does God exist? What all? How we saw means how we can understand that God is existing? We cannot see God, right? But how we can then accept God is existing? Through some symptoms, na? We saw creation, creator, designer. So like this world is there. Who has created this world? A, B, C, D, E, F, is the creator is there behind that. Somebody is maintaining this. So anything we see, there is a creator. Somebody is maintaining. So in this way, we can understand this universe also functioning. Who is there behind this? So how it is functioning, on what basis, on whose instruction? If you see, if you try to analyze, then you can find someone is there behind that. He is not an ordinary man. If you see, if he is a man, also he is a superman. That person we say God. That we saw in second session. Then that session we saw who is that God? Like we saw Christian means Jesus, Muslim means Allah. So Hindu means question mark will come. Who is that God? Shiva, Vishnu, Ganesh, and some human being also there. They also claim themselves as God. So we saw that who is that one God. So today we saw who is God. Now we are going to see today who am I. So that's what the science of soul. We are not the body, we are soul. So how we can understand that I am soul? Today we will discuss about that. So you can say this answer is this type of topic is not discussed anywhere. Even you can go to college, many PhDs, they are studying so many things. But they study about matter only. They don't study about spirit. You know that I said with you also, Prabhupada went to some western country where he was in that MIT college. So MIT is such a big and vast college. All the departments were there. So Prabhupada asked that question, Mr. MIT, where is the department of Almighty? So God. Why you are not discussing about that? You are only discussing about these matters. You could able to hear? Otherwise you can come in front. So that's what. So we are going to discuss this only can be discussed in spiritual only because without Shastra you cannot prove the soul. Because there is no device to see the soul. Even doctors are not, some doctors are not accepting. The soul is existing. They think body is functioning through chemicals. That's why they always inject some chemical in body. They think that through chemicals only. So Prabhupada challenges. If that only chemical, then after the dead body you inject chemicals and bring back into life. Fan thoda band kar do. So today we will discuss that how we are not body, we are soul. So car is there. Who is driving the car? Driver is there. So the living body only can move the matter. Matter cannot do the things on its own. Even remote car also you take somebody's functioning. He is a living entity. So like this body is a matter. And then that body who is functioning, you can see this JCB. मट्टी मिट्टी पूरा निकालते हैं, ये क्लीन करते हैं रास्ता पूरा. उसको भी मीन्स यू सी दैट JCB also has hand है ना, but very gigantic hand. It can remove. But something like hand is there, backside also such a big hand is there. But inside you see a tiny person. Means I am telling such a very big JCBs are there. A tiny person is operating. Yes, I agree that it functions. Similarly, soul also sitting inside and then functioning the body. What's you can see dead body cannot function. Dead body cannot do anything because the soul is gone. And you can see this aeroplane also, such a big aeroplane. But the driver is not there, the aeroplane cannot move. So who is functioning that? That needs a living entity. So what happens if I come to know about soul? What is the need of understanding the soul? Is it required or not required? and what benefit it gives, that we will discuss. So you see, Arjuna, before he was not ready to fight. You know, in Bhagavad Gita, you might have seen, he told, I will not fight. And for that, how many reasons he gave? 5 reasons he gives. Why I will not fight? That whole Bhagavad Gita, you can see first chapter about that 5 reasons. Second chapter, Krishna gives answer for that 5 reasons. So before hearing Bhagavad Gita, he was thinking, I cannot kill those body because those bodies belongs to my family, my relatives, my spiritual master, my guru. Dronacharya was there, Bhishma Dev, Bhishma Pitama, my grandfather and my brothers. So why to kill, why to fight? Violence is not good. He was telling Krishna. And actually, you see, he instructs Krishna. Krishna never speaks a word. In first whole chapter, you can see. Second chapter, then Arjuna speaks so many things, but still he cries. Still he bewilders. I don't know what to do. Then he accepts Krishna as spiritual master. Then Krishna will give knowledge. So before he was crying and then hesitating, he was telling, you can see these many words. My whole body is it visible? My whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on end. My bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand and my skin is burning. So he said, because of that kind of agitation, I have to kill my relatives. Like someone gives you a hand, what do you call it? You give you a sword or some knife. You know, doctors, they will do operation. So if his own daughter is there, that time he may find some, I have to tear the body of my daughter. I have to, means what, some kind of fear is there. Like this, Arjuna also feeling how I can kill my own relatives. He did not find the same kind of experience when he fought with many others. So that time he was so enthusiastically fighting and defeating them. But when it came to his relatives, he found so many troubles. But whereas their party, Kauravas, Duryodhan, he did not find any difficulty. He was his demonic person. उनका अंदर था इतना अच्छा गुण नहीं था. He was having so much bad qualities. So he did not. He only wants kingdom. So for that, whoever comes in between, I am ready to kill.
Suppose if I have to have an arrow to my grandfather, then definitely I will be shaken.
That's what happened to Arjuna.
That's what Arjuna means. Arjuna
But
if we imagine ourselves that if I hit the arrow, can I hit to my grandfather? So that is why.
that's what he said when he heard that they are from Adharmic side. Although Bhishma Dev is devotee only, but although he was following the Adharma, on top of it is Krishna's plan. Because Bhishma Dev is not an ordinary person. He alone sufficient to finish that Pandavas army. But because Krishna wants that, such a greatest person is there, but if he is in opposite side, he cannot be. If he is following Adharma, then he cannot become successful. That's what Krishna wants to teach. Like we can see in further sessions that like Hiranyakasipu, Hiranyaksha, they are all devotees only. But why they came, the reason is there. So before hearing Bhagavad Gita, he has so many discussion. He was finding difficulties. He was not ready to. He see one more sloka is there. I am now unable to stand here any longer. I am forgetting myself and my mind is reeling. चक्कर आ रहे हैं उनको. कैसे मैं मारूंगा? क्या हो जाएगा? मैं बांध छोड़ूंगा. उनको मृत्यु हो गया मतलब. So he is finding these many things. But finally Krishna gave him instruction. So before instruction, he had this thing, lack of confidence, anxiety. He was demoralized, stress, depression. But after hearing, then he had Bhagavad Gita. So he was ready to fight. But Arjuna emerged victorious when he had the knowledge of the soul from Lord Krishna. So body is different, soul is different. Arjuna thought, I am going to kill. No, soul is not going to die. Almost 20 verse Krishna speaks that they are not body, they are soul in second chapter. So once who hears Bhagavad Gita, what all they will get? They will get confident. There will be no anxiety. Means they have to apply also, not only hearing. Apply in the life. They should live. Then they will be stress free, no depression, they will be moralized. So we will understand today how I am not body, soul. So what are all topic we are going to discuss today? Either I am either I am matter or spirit, means body or soul. That one thing. Second thing, we can understand that existence of soul scientifically. So even science also proving that we will hear. And then we will discuss, are we missing or something else, other more than missing? Like we say, Human is also a supercomputer like that.
Is the spirit and soul same?
Spirit soul we say. Spirit means it's coming from spiritual world. So we say spirit soul. Same only. कुछ लोग बोलते spirit is different, soul is different. Same, same. Prabhupada generally uses spirit soul. Material body. See, it's made up of matter, so it is material. The soul is made up of spirit, so it is spirit soul. So difference between living and non-living thing we will see. Mechanism of mind, and then these are the 5 topics we are going to cover in this session. Okay. First one. The big question comes. Who am I? So if I ask, what answer you will give? Yes. Other. One more yes is there. So we will give tell general our name. कौन बात कर रहे हैं? मैं माधव चरण बात कर रहा हूँ. So we will identify with the body only. That name which is given to us. कोई बोलता नहीं बात में बात कर रहा हूँ. I am soul. No one will tell. So even though the name is there, the name is not given by birth. हम आते हैं मैं अतर बाहर आ गया अभी. No one will say. So name is given after some time. So before that, someone name only is not given. If you ask, what you will think? I am. पता नहीं क्या नाम भी नहीं दिया मुझे. What I can say? Okay. So what this Harry Monson, this professor, he is telling, this body is made up of different types of chemicals, and he has analyzed very detailed and he has given what is what, how much is there, that quantity also given and what chemical. For example, you see, this 60 pounds of water is there in the body, 5 pounds calcium, phosphate, potassium, this all there. How many of you know Bhakti Damodar Swami Maharaj, Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj? Who is here? Scientist. So Prabhupada always gives his example. He was a scientist. He became a devotee. Then he understood we are not body, we are soul. So he attended a program. The science kind of some exhibition program was there. There that person was explaining what is this body. So he told all this kind of thing. This body is nothing else. It's made up of chemicals, these chemicals, that chemicals, this combination. So he told them, he said that he completed the session, that he asked the question. I have a question. You said body is made up of so and so chemicals. If at all I can give you all the chemicals in the quantity whatever you asked, can you bring the body? Can you make a body? He unable to give answer. So Prabhupada always tells that they have only theory, practicality is not there. So are we this chemical? The question is. We also do in physics or chemical lab some kind of titration kind of thing you all do, right? You mixes one chemical another chemical. So that time you are bringing chemical and then you slipped the hand and that flask or vessel, what do you call that, funnel, tube, test tube, broken, and then the chemical got wasted. So will you cry? Why? So you brought some big funnel you have or some test tube, something you have. So much chemical got wasted, it fell down. Will you cry? You don't. We may feel that, oh, paisa waste ho gaya, but you don't cry, right? But same way, if you think this body is only made up of chemicals, after that why people are crying? It's also chemical only, na? Thoda chemical waste ho gaya, chalega. And amazingly, he is telling that cost of that chemical, how much, 110 rupees only. So you are now, you have decided so much, I want to buy a Rolls Royal car. So one boy was showing me that one Rolls Royal car, some 283 crores, something Siptail, कुछ तो उसका version था. I think it can go in water also. 200 crores car. So he bought that car, and then he brought it, and he is driving very swiftly, and then going, and then he gifted the car to his son, for his birthday, and then the son became happy. He is also very happy, and then that fellow drove the car very swiftly and hit on a truck, and then became big accident. So it's such a way that truck went over the car. And when that father came to know, he ran and he will come and worry about what? 200 crore car or that 110 rupees body. What he will, first he will come and see what? कार को क्या हुआ? अरे आपका बेटा मर गया. अरे वो 110 रुपया. कार को पेट्रोल भी इतना कम है वो. कार को क्या हुआ? 200 crore. Will he think like that? No, he will give importance to the car chale jaane do. 200 crore even I took loan also no issue. I got my son back. We think right. So it is not a matter. It is simply chemical. It is something beyond chemical. That's why people are crying. वो छोड़ के गया कैसा रोते इतना रोते they cannot tolerate. Yes, people also has car, attachment for car. Do you think you brought new car and then someone put scratch? इतना दुखता है नींद भी आते नहीं कुछ लोगों को they cannot sleep also even new car you put one scratch ये तेला वाला आया पूरा scratch. Of course the attachment is there for but that attachment this attachment can be okay fine you can put sticker and then but somebody dies.
No, even for a person, when person is our relative, is attached to it. That's why we feel some unknown person like there is no attachment as such.
Yeah, but still we feel we don't give that much importance. The matter is like now a bus accident happened. All the person died means we feel na oh everyone died. Oh this is not related to me but we feel कुछ नहीं हुआ सबको सिर्फ बस डैमेज हो गया हाँ ठीक है attachment we don't have no anyone
Bus is damaged, but nothing happened to the people.
anyone so we feel then good when you read everyone died all school childrens what do you feel then
Very disturbed.
so much so that's because it is not simple chemicals. So is it that we are only 110 worth rupees thing? Question comes. This potassium, phosphate, calcium, iron. Is this we? No, we are something beyond that. What are we? So we don't you feel that we are more than chemicals? Okay, other some example we will see. What is then our real identity? Like a living beauty, a beautiful gal is there. So everyone wants to marry her. This thing, but once she dies, no one wants to marry her. Why it is so? Such a same body only it start rotting, after it dies. It smells. No one wants to keep for 3-4 days. That's why they keep in fridge. They bring what is that? Cooling machine. Some box they will bring. They'll put a dead body into that. Then only it will not rot. So this same thing happened. One devotee was sharing. Radha Gopinath Prabhu was sharing from Chopati temple. So one boy and girl they got married. Home there were so much trouble was there. So but they did not worry. They want to marry. They after they married what happened? They went to temple. They told like this we got married. What should be done now? They told okay fine everything is all right. But we are going to Bangalore now. They are in Mumbai. They are going to Bangalore now. He said. So we need some support. Do you have some devotees there? He said, yeah, we have devotees. No issue. Once you go there, after you going, reaching, you settle everything fine. You call me. He said. Then they said, all right, fine. So that boy and girl, they left everything home. They left everything. They left, and they want to be together. They went to Bangalore. They settled there, and then the husband went office morning, and then the wife was there inside home. So evening he came from office. So somehow that fellow came, and while he was eating, he get heart attack and he died. So that woman was so much seeking what to do now. This fellow is dead, and I don't know anyone. I cannot call my home also. What should I do? Then immediately she called the temple. Only person she knows, temple only. So she called, this thing happened, now I am alone, I don't know what to do. So much I am struggling, kindly help me. Please send someone. By the time she called, it is night. So it became something 9-10 o'clock. Then that person said, you don't worry, early morning I will send someone. Now it became night, I cannot call them. So early morning I will send someone, you just be there until tonight. I cannot be with this fellow. I cannot this dead body. She became immediately fear. How can I stay? Means they were ready to stay together because it is living body that everything. As soon as dead, that fear came. I cannot be with bhoot. There is a ghost. I cannot be with this body. So after that, even that girl also thought, I don't want to be with this body. That fear is there. Is it possible for you to stay with that body all night and alone? Nobody is there. Living body only people doesn't allow to sleep. Such a snoring sound they create. Dead body, what is the problem to sleep within dead body? Same body, same chemical is there. You can sleep, na? Same person, na? The problem if you sleep, if that fellow get up, what will happen? So the problem, what is there in that dead body is, same chemical is there, but there is no feeling, no thinking, no movement, no conscience, no desires. So what makes that body function? And what is missing from that body is, yeah, same body but the soul is gone. It's why as soon as someone dies, also we say, he left me, he passed away. What has passed? The body is lying there only. What has passed is soul. That's why we are.
Soul, suppose there are 100 people, there are 100 souls, or there, suppose there are 100 people,
Yeah.
1,000 people, so there
You are different, I am different, he is different, everybody is different.
souls are different.
Yeah.
Soul is not one.
Soul is not one. Paramatma is one.
Paramatma.
Atma is different. We are within our body, two souls are there. We are
Atma is a part of Paramatma.
yes, part and parcel.
But, yes.
So Krishna says this sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Najayati mriyate va kadashi nayam bhuta bhavittavana bhuyah ajo nitya sasvatayam purano na hanyate hanyamana sarire. The sarir, body, that will die, but soul never dies. So for the soul there is neither birth nor death. If something has birth, that will die. If something has death, that will take birth again. So the body keeps changes. Soul, who changes the body is soul. You can see in movie, same hero, he act in different role he will take. Sometimes he will be a thief, sometimes police, sometimes he will become doctor, but same person. Like doctor means he wear doctor coat. Police means he has some kind of attire, and then some army person. So different attire, but person is same. Same is similarly soul is same, but he accepts different body.
But that body with new comes, that is decided by Paramatma.
Yeah, that we will discuss next session. It will know why we are getting some particular type of body. What is the reason behind that? Why I got human body? Why there is animal body is also there? Why there is some rich person is there? Why I did not become rich person? That we will discuss. So now we will focus on that. How we are not body, we are soul. That's why we tell ourselves, right? Although even there is a concept called reincarnation. The reincarnation, two types is there: internal reincarnation, external reincarnation. Internal reincarnation means within this body. Like yes, when I saw you 2 years old, this is a Bhagavad Gita sloka. Dehinosmi neta dehe kaumaram evanam viratata dehandara praptis dheerastartani muyati. So you were 2 years old, for example, I saw you when you were a small child. So if I come and say after 25 years, can I recognize you? Why? Body changed. But still you claim yourself as, yes, I am that same person. No, I say a very small boy. No, I am that same person. I am that, yes. What has changed is body, but not soul. So body changes. So we will see difference between what is body and what is soul. You can see that soul is going from child. That is what Dehinosmi Yata that sloka is telling. From childhood body it will become boy. From boy it will become man. Youth to man, man to old man, and then it will die. So body is made up of matter. It is spirit. That's why it is material body, it is spirit soul. It doesn't have any consciousness. After death, post-mortem they will do. Will the dead body do anything? Whatever pura nikalenge, they will stitch like bag only. They will stitch. Boni ko cases इतने. With living body, if you do, they have to put injection. एक injection डालेंगे भी कितना चिल्लाते. Although you are mature person, still that kind of small fear will be there. And it is conscious. The consciousness is because of the presence of the soul. The soul is not there, no consciousness. There is a difference between dead body and living body. Changes. Body changes, soul doesn't change. That's why body is growing and dying. It is child and then old man. Comes and then dies. We'll see that 6 changes body takes. What are that we'll discuss. And body is temporary. Now I am in this body, took birth in Pune, took birth in so-and-so family, and next body I will go, and next body, next somewhere place I get, some other body I will get, some other parents I will get. Now I have some mother father, then next mother father also will be there. So that goes on. Because it is temporary, but soul is not temporary, soul is eternal. Means permanent. Body is always dead only. Matter is dead, right? Matter doesn't have life. That's why whenever that chemical is fell down, you don't cry. God wasted, fine. Whenever that's why that human being is died, we will cry. Same chemical only, if you think you should not cry. And soul is alive. You are not the body you see in the mirror. हम कितना कहते हैं, ये कहते हैं, वो करते हैं, इतना जो भी अच्छा चीज़ लेते हैं ना. We need nice coat, nice watch, everything. Because we try love to decorate the body, but we are not worrying about the soul. You are not the body. Who are we then? I am the soul. You can see here, the soul is driving, and then beside that Vishnu is standing. His name is Janardhan, who is Paramatma. So Paramatma is victimizing. He's noting down what all activities are this fellow is doing. And then accordingly the body is given. What desire he has. It is told guna and karma. We'll discuss that. Oh, a दूसरा topic है वो. Maybe next class, once we complete next session, we'll discuss. So in material viewpoint, our body is made up of matter. लोग सोचते ना किसको मालूम क्या हो रहा है मृत्यु के बाद. तब तक है आप मजा करो. Just enjoy until you are there. We are no more than a chemical bundle. Already we discussed. The doctor told. And everything is finished at time of death. But what is spiritual viewpoint? We are not the matter body of flesh and bones. We are soul. We are spirit soul, but we have engaged in that body. Engaged means trapped. We do not die when material body stops to function. Body is only we are leaving that body and we are going to next level. जैसे आप you wear a coat or you wear some dress or something. Once it becomes worn out, what you will do? Throw it and buy a new clothes, right? Similarly, the soul also, you have this body. Once this body worns out, then it accepts another body. It becomes old and then torn out. It will accept new one. Similarly, just as the body is trapped in the cage, the soul is trapped in the body made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. The body is made up of Panchabhuta. So, you see, अच्छा एक कहानी आते means a nice story is there. One woman, she bought a golden cage. Did I discuss this? No, I think. Golden cage she bought. So then the purpose of the cage is she bought a parrot. She kept that parrot inside the cage. And the cage is so valuable, so much valuable. So she kept diamond also bedecked in that, and so many gems were bedecked. So daily she comes and clean the cage, and then she will see, she takes selfie with that cage. So something she was doing like that. Daily she was doing that only. So one day she came, she found the parrot was died. Why? She was giving importance to the cage, not to the parrot. So that, can you understand what I am trying to say here? What?
You are giving importance to body,
Ah,
not to soul.
yeah. That's what here it.
Like
That's what it happened. We are nicely dressing ourselves, whatever we likes that we eat. 10 kilometer है भी चलेगा. We'll call and order. No problem. Bring it. I want to eat it. So we give everything for this body only. We don't give for soul. General common person, what he thinks, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, right? What are they? 1 wife, 2 children, 3 BHK, 4-wheeler, 5-digit salary. I am successful in life. This is what a normal person thought. So this, all the things you see, this is for body only, not for soul. That is that reason why we are not becoming happy. We are giving everything for body. We are not giving for soul. Like I am hungry, so I was bringing food, and then he is giving to this person. Will my hunger will get satisfied? Because I am not eating. Similarly, I am soul, but I am giving to this body everything, and I am expecting I will become happy. The problem is I am thinking I am not soul, I am this body only. That example is there, I will tell you later. So we don't know the real identity that I am soul. That woman also doesn't know. She was simply cleaning that cage and then decorating the cage, and she forgot only the purpose of the cage is. Means the purpose is the soul is the parrot is there. I have to feed that parrot. That's why I bought that parrot, that cage. She forgot that only. So this is first topic is over. I am not body. I am soul. So there is some scientific proofs are there. We'll discuss one by one. So split souls means there are some proofs are there that like common sense, and then we'll discuss what are these common sense, consciousness or consciousness. And third, there is a study called the ND, near death experience, and or we will say OB, out of body experience. There is some studies also there. And then fourth one is reincarnation research. So in the within this body only you are changing, right, the body. That is called internal reincarnation. As soon as a person dies, the soul will accept another body. That is called external reincarnation. So this two incarnation is taking place. See, incarnation means body is changing. You're changing the body. So the soul is changing the body from one body to another body. That is external reincarnation. So within this body, you were a child, you became boy, you become youth and man, old. So the body is changing here also. That's why I gave that example. I saw him in when internal reincarnation. So we'll see this one example for this, like common sense. Prabhupada always tells this. If someone dies, people sit around him and what they will say? मुझे छोड़ के गया. Why they are telling he has left me? The same body is lying there. What is the reason? Why you are telling he has left me? He is no more, and he is still there, and we say he is no more. What is the reason? So what has left is not the body. The body that is soul. Is that who has passed away? The body is still there. Actually, the soul has passed away. So next example is consciousness. The beginning we discussed, right? So there is a matter and a living being. So you are taking a photo. So once you take a photo and then you show this photo to camera, will camera give any experience or emotion? Will it exhibit? No. But if you see that one person is seeing, like that photo you can see when they were, maybe after they got married, they might have taken that photo. So in his old age, he will see, he remembers. We were that time, we were, this thing happened, that thing happened. Some kind of emotion, some kind of feelings, it will come. So there is a difference between these feelings are there in living body, not there in dead matter. So that person also doesn't die, doesn't cry. That person doesn't know, even the post-mortem happened, he will peacefully sleeping. He doesn't say anything also. So they feel that happy old memories. हमने इधर गया उधर गया ये चीज़ किया. अच्छा लगता है ना कभी कभी लोग दोस्त लोग भी आप फ्रेंड्स लोग भी देखते हैं ना हमने इधर गया क्या क्या हुआ. Immediately you will think what all happened. But if camera doesn't do anything, because the consciousness is not there. Because living being has the consciousness. So next one example is we will see this NDE, near death experience. So many people, even in Western country also, they got this near death experience. So the doctor has proven, this one case was there, one devotee was explaining. So in that ICU, that fellow died. So they were discussing about some football match. So that time, this fellow died, dead body is living, and they were discussing about that football match. So near that experience with what? The soul has come out. So some reason the soul has come out, again it entered. So they declared he is died. And then the soul again entered and that fellow got up and these people, doctors there became little afraid. What happened? How he came into life? Even after I treat. So then that fellow told everything, what all they spoke. You people are talking about football match inside, but how do you know? So if you were died, we thought, then you said, no, I did not die. I came out of the body. I myself could able to see me. And what all you are talking, I could able to hear. This you can see also, this ND, so many cases are there. There are so many books also written on this. It's written 11% to 14% of American population who are mentally and physically healthy have had OB. Even without dying also they had this out of body experience. I told about ND. This is OB. So regarding this, so many books also written. This many books are there. How people have experienced this. If you want, you can also Google and see. And next one we will see about reincarnation. This Ayn Stevenson, he has made so many cases he has done regarding this reincarnation. What is this reincarnation? What kind of cases he dealt is people remember their past life. Means they remember their past life. So we will see something like one person was in Air Force. So he remembered he became a boy again. And then in his childhood he started shouting, people are trying to kill me, something kind of inciting. So parents, mother thought that small boy something dreaming and shouting. But he was started telling many things. But although he is a small boy, he knows how to, before that jet takes off, there are some things needs to be checked. But he can do as a small boy. But he remembered that past thing also. Even you can see now also some people are very good in something, even though they did not learn. Like in our devotees circle only we can see, they can play kartal very easily, they can sing very nicely, play harmonium, mirdangam without learning. They just come 2 3 days, they play, start play, and then they can play because previous birth it is stored very easily. It came out. I will show you some case. So it is what dream. The old person is dying, and then small child is coming. That was this one book is there. Okay, this is some phobia also, reincarnation. There is some phobia research is also there. Phobia means you know, right? What is that? Uh, like people they have fear of water. Maybe in their last life they died in water or something, so they will be having fear. Some has blood, they might have stabbed and died. So this all because previous life they experienced that same, that fear it was stored in that subconsciousness mind. What dies is body, not subtle body. There is subtle body that we will discuss. What is gross body? What is subtle body? So it is stored in subtle body. The subtle body never dies. That's why that subtle body is called bhoot, ghost. Like this fellow is destined to live for 50 years, but he commits suicide 30 years only. So the 20 years is remaining. So that 20 years he is not allowed to enter into next body. That is, then he has to roam as a ghost, the subtle body. So this woman might have died. That's why he has fear of water. Someone died in knife. So the blood all they see, weapon all they will be fearful. So this is also given that one research, the same Ian Stevenson only in his book, one person died by gunshot. So next life he had that mark, the next body also, that mark how he died. There's one video I saw that. So that's why you can see these twins are there. Everything is same, right? Same eye, same color, same kind of appearance, but their activities will be different. Why so? The soul is different. You told na same soul, no, different soul. Although twins, both have same kind of appearance. Everything is same height, same age, but still that activities. One will be very dull, one will be very active. So some kind of difference will be there. One become good, one become bad. Might have seen in movie also. One, so something like that. What is the reason? The soul is different. So I want to show you this. This was that pilot I told you, na? One Air Force person.
They have the same name and boyish good looks. James M. Houston, raised in the Midwest. James M. Leininger, a young boy from the Bayou.
Whoa! There's something in the eyes. It's undeniable.
That's not all they share.
Somehow James Houston's spirit has affected my son, either through reincarnation. I don't know how it happened.
I can make the Japanese easy as pie.
Initially, what caught my attention was James's extreme fascination with airplanes.
And every night he slept with his G.I. Joe action figures, which he named.
I took him to the Cavanaugh Flight Museum.
Here's home video. While the other kids casually look at the plane, 2-year-old James seems to inspect it. Watch as he checks the underbelly, then climbs inside, donning the headset.
I said, oh, look, there's a bomb on the bottom. He said, that's not a bomb, that's a drop tank.
Bouncing about in the cockpit, James was flying high. That night, their world would change forever.
He started having the nightmares, and that was my first indication that there was something wrong. It was a panic-stricken, terrorized screaming.
Over and over again, James had the same terrible nightmare, 4 to 5 times a week.
He was too young to explain the dream, but he could draw.
Bombing ships, you see men parachuting. Here's another one where planes are dropping bombs.
Help me.
He would just be crying. He'd say, airplane crash on fire, little man can't get out. He laid on his back and kicked up at the ceiling, and he goes, Mama, the little man's going like this. And he laid on his back and kicked his feet up. The little man's going, ooh, 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 can't get out. And I said, well, who's the little man, baby? And he goes, me. I thought Bruce and I were just going to faint.
They questioned, what kind of plane?
Corsair.
Why did your airplane crash?
My plane was shot down.
Who shot your plane?
He looked at me like I was a village idiot. He said,
The Japanese. I kept thinking, where is he getting this? I was a stay-at-home mom, so I know that there wasn't anything that he was being exposed to.
Not exposed to in this life, but perhaps, just maybe, somebody else was. Decades earlier, James Houston grew up with the same insatiable fascination with airplanes. He became a naval fighter pilot and fought in World War II. March 3rd, 1945, during a mission near Iwo Jima, he took a direct hit. At age 21, was declared missing and presumed dead.
where did he take off from a boat?
Do you remember the name of your boat? He said Natoma.
Found several thousand hits on the word Natoma.
The USS Natoma Bay launched into battle, headed for Iwo Jima in the fight for Lady Gulf.
It's the biggest naval battle in the history of the world.
Leo Pyatt served on the ship. From his home in Ohio, he organizes the Natoma Bay reunions. That's how Bruce found him.
I wanted to disprove it.
He asked a few questions about, did I know some of the people? Oh, yeah, I remember those people. And so he got very quiet.
It was all real. The people and places James described actually existed. And remember those G.I. Joe dolls that James named? Turns out, 3 men with the same names, first and last, served on the Natoma and were killed in action. James said they greeted him in heaven after his crash.
I'd always asked him, do you remember what your name was? And he always said James. But his name is James.
Yes, there was a Jim Houston, or rather large shell, just hit him in the engine, and it burst into flames and went down.
They showed Leo the drawings.
He was right on the nose. I'm sure, in my mind, that he was there.
Leo invited James, now 3, to the reunion. James recognized several pilots, even called them by name.
You're Bob Greenwald. I'm serious.
He'd never met Bob Greenwald.
No, he'd never met him before.
And someone else was invited. James Houston's sister, Anne.
And he goes, it's not Anne, it's Annie. She wasn't my oldest sister. I had an older sister than that. And I said, you did? Who was that? And he goes, Ruth. Ruth.
Eddie is what they called me when I was little. Knowing my name and my sister's name, things that my brother did when he was a kid. It's too amazing to describe how he would feel that way, but he does. He considers me his sister.
But does she consider James her brother?
I think it's probably a reincarnation of my brother.
So you saw that, right? That person. This video was taken from Discovery Channel. Once they don't show only animals sometimes. So it was showing that this boy was existing before in another body. He was a pilot and he remembered everything. Some people they remembers. Like in Srimad Bhagavatam there is a case. Jada Bharat Maharaj. So he also went to forest to do tapasya and achieve perfection. But finally he became attached to a deer. Because of that deer, he left his practice of spiritual only. He came for the practice of spiritual. But he became very much attached to the deer and he left the practicing of spiritual life. And then he was so much attached to deer and he was always thinking about deer. Once that deer, it left. This deer, it ran away somewhere and this fellow was so much disturbed. And he was always thinking about deer and he died. And next birth he became a deer. So yamam vapi smaran bhavam tyajanti ante. Krishna says that whatever smaran bhavam tyajanti ante kalevaram. Ant mein aap so soch rahe. Whatever you remember, that you will become. In Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, one of our sannyasi is there. He was there, he's no more now. So he also examined that one person, He became brahmachari now. But previous life he was a Mataji. No, he was brahmachari before. Now he became Mataji. So same kind of face cut was there. Then he remembered. Maharaj then tried to understood and then found out that वो एक छोटा वीडियो भी है इसमें YouTube में भी आते हैं. One of our devotee also shown that Sri Chaitanya Prabhu also. So this another one video, this another one case. Her name is Sukla. So she also remember her past life. So in her past life, she was a mother. She had a small child named called Meenu. So she died then due to some snake bite or something. I don't remember exactly. In his next life, what she did, she also became woman again. She took a doll. She always tells Meenu, Meenu. She decorate that. She tells this is my Meenu. Parents thought small child something playing with your toy, but later she became grown up. She started telling, I want to go to see my Meenu. I said, who is Meenu? What is Meenu? And slowly she started revealing, I was living in so and so place. I want to go there. I want to see my Meenu. Then her father, they were not taking so serious because she was child. But when she grown up, she told, if you don't take me, I will run away. They became little upset. Then his father inquired, are there so and so place existing? And he was in railways working. Yes, but yes, it is existing in so and so place. Then they thought, let us go, because she is always disturbed and disturbing us also. She took that girl Sukla into that place. That's a village. As soon as they took, she started guiding them. She directing how to go, where to go, which place. And then she went to that house also, and she recognized everyone. He is my so and so. She saw one person and she was so much. She felt shy because she is my husband. And one tall girl was there. She went and embraced the small child. She is my Meenu. Mother is small, child is much big. So she recognized, she identified everyone correctly. She identified the pet name also. His brother-in-law's that pet name also she identified. You can try to Google also. Yes, this is all real case. Yes, so many are there. This type of rarely it happens. Okay, rare you are asking. Yeah, some people will get that type of Lord gives. At least we will believe there is God. This type are true. But many cases are there like this. He has undergone many cases. Ian Stevenson. You can try to Google also. Many cases are there. This was that village they went, and she recognizing everyone that in her house, who is what. They removed that photo also. She is not died. She came back. And you can see many philosophers also accept there is soul. Even scientists accept there is soul. Like this, some philosophers, they have some quotes are there. This Benjamin Franklin is telling, finding myself to exist in the world, I believe I shall in some shape or other always exist. Some shape means what? Some kind of body. I am always existing. So everybody is giving their opinion about soul. Those souls who revolted against God were placed here to transmigrate through various species of animals, bats. So who is revolt? So these bodies, they keep on changing. Socrates is telling. I am confident that he is telling with full faith that truly is such a thing as living again under the living spring from the dead. So they are also believing. So we saw some scientific proof also. We'll stop with this point. Now, difference between living person and robot. So still, some people cannot accept this. Maybe some super kind of computer. Is man just a powerful computer or robot? Robot also may be looking like as walking, standing, and you instruct, it will do the things according to the instruction. So it's a device, something. So is man just a powerful computer or robot? So there is some example is given. Video camera is there, and then people are sitting, and camera is shooting. Sometimes you can see a camera person is shooting. So that drama was so, what to say, by seeing the drama, he will start sometimes cry also. It was so emotional. Sometimes he cries also by seeing such a drama. That camera doesn't cry or doesn't show any symptoms because the camera doesn't have any feelings. Robot doesn't have any feelings. Whatever you say, it will do. Go and jump, it will jump. It doesn't have any discrimination, whether I should jump or not, what to do. The program is given, it has to execute it. The result will come then. So what is the difference? Like the person is watching, he may cry, sometimes he may laugh, sometimes some fighting scene comes, he will also become angry, right? वो देखिए उनको भी ये लगता है. So this type of emotions are exhibited by human beings only. Dead body also doesn't exhibit, only living beings. So we can see both are same. They have made that analogy. Lens in the camera, judges has eyes. And the doesn't have any experience, there is experience. No emotion. But here emotions are there according to the scene. No consciousness. And they don't judge. बोल सकते ना ऐसा सीन नहीं रहना चाहिए. Finally they killed the heroine. Movie is flop, that's why. Hero would have died also, no issue. But the judgment will happen. So that once this Ambarish Prabhu, he is Albert Ford. So he questioned Prabhupada, why we need to bother about this soul, something which we cannot see also, we cannot. So why we should bother about soul? Soul is not something, it's just empowering body, okay, leave it. Why you take so much serious? Soul is something very greatest things? Yes. Prabhupada said, see, he was Ford car is there, na? He is the owner of that. But now he became devotee. So Prabhupada then asked him, now you have car, you put two car, will it produce a baby car? A male car and a female car you make, you put it, will it produce a baby car? No, you put two laptop and you will get some palm top or tablet. You're computer students, right? So it will not come. Why? So he says that. He asks that same question. Do your car or computer grow? Do you have a male and female car that can unite and produce a baby car? No, but a living body undergoes 6 changes. If something is growing and the changes are happening, means there is soul. There are some deities are there, means Murti, Vigraha, that is also growing. One Hanumanji Murti is there. That Hanumanji is growing because it has soul. And we went to Somnath. So there Surya Dev temple is there. In that temple Shivji, it was very small Shivji, now the Shivji became very big. The Pujari was telling, it is growing. How a stone can grow? Because the presence of the soul. If the soul is not there, there is no changes, no emotion, no feelings. Oh. So 3 major difference between a living body and a robot. What is that? The living body changes. That's why we are growing, right? So what are the 6 changes we will see? But matter doesn't change, it simply dwindles. When you buy, it will be new. After 10-15 years, it will be wound or it will dwindle. It is torn out. A male and female living body can multiply similar species. See, Lord has created one male and one female species. Then it is so many species were created. If Lord wants to create something very simple, He doesn't like scientists create something so much. Like one small seed, a mango seed, sufficient. Put that mango seed, one mango tree will come. From there, so many mangoes will come. Prabhupada says very nicely, you take the mango fruit, throw the skin, cow will eat the skin and it will give milk to you. And throw the seed, and from that seed, again one more mango tree will come, and then plenty of fruits will come. So that is, will that happen in this car? You put a car, you bury a car, will it grow? No, it doesn't grow. This is a Lord's creation. Human being cannot create. Because of the presence of the soul. If you fry the seed, then it will not grow. You fry and roast the seed nicely, it won't grow. Living body has consciousness, like thinking, feeling, willing, while matter has no consciousness. What are the 6 changes? Takes birth, it grows, then maintenance, like takes care of its maintenance, right? Like animals means for eating food, all, and production of byproducts. It gives birth also. And then dwindles, it becomes old, then it dies. These are the 6 changes. It happens because of the presence of the soul. Like sometimes a child dies by birth. Will the child grow? You can keep for 10 years, then after that you will come and see. You put in fridge or something, it will not grow because the soul is missing. So we will stop here, this mechanism of mind. That from here we will discuss next class onwards. So next class we will discuss about that how we are soul, some examples, proof we will see, and what the soul requires. That is very important. We do only what the body requires. The same body we can use for spiritual purpose. So if you want to give happiness to this body, then what helps us is the senses, the five senses. You want to eat, what senses require? Tongue. If tongue is cut, you can eat anything, you don't find any taste. Tasty chai na vadappa chai, ye chai, wo kyun? Tongue hai. And if you want to hear some nice song, ear. You want to see some nonsense or something, eyes. So through this we will get enjoyment. But actually body gets enjoyment, not we. But same soul if you use for soul, same senses you can use for soul, and you can get really that enjoyment. Same eyes you can take darshan of Lord instead of watching some porn movies or something. Same ear, instead of hearing some music, some outside music, you can hear chanting the holy name. You can hear now kirtan is going on. Same tongue you can eat prasadam instead of eating outside food. And what else? Nose. Nose is used for people some kind of intoxication. LSD they take through nose. They smell it and they get intoxication. But same nose you can use for Lord service also. Smelling the flower of the Lord. What is offered, the flower offered to the Lord, you can smell it. And what else is missing? Skin. General skin is used for enjoyment, sexual enjoyment. Purpose of skin is that mentality thinks that two skins comes together and we will get enjoyment. Once Bhakti Swami Maharaj was telling in Chennai only when I was, this is sex, he told. Nothing else. Rubbing two skins. That's it. So everybody saw. So this is, but same skin we can use it for touching the lotus feet of the Lord. Touching the devotee's lotus feet, like sannyasis comes, you can touch. So this is same skin, same senses you can use for material also. So material enjoyment is for body, spiritual is for soul. Like you eat food for the body, right? It's hungry, so much hungry you have to eat, then you feel satisfied. Same hunger is there for soul also, that we are avoiding. So next week I will show you one nice video that how we are avoiding the soul. And we will discuss more on that. So what the soul requires and how we can do and how we can get that searching for happiness. We were searching from first session. So our search ends there. Next session. Any question you have?